Alright, what's up you guys? The patch notes are here, and oh my goodness, they went all in on Ninja. Ninja is nuts right now. And I know there's been a lot of people talking about Ninja right now regarding Trick Attack. Oh, bring back Trick, bring back those 60 seconds, it was so glorious, we wanted this raid buff, it's like unique, and it is. Trick Attack was unique because of its 60 seconds, there's no doubt about that. But we should also be hopeful with this because these are some significant buffs, and we're going to go over them right now. And I'm going to let you know that after reading all this, I can assure you that Ninja is going to have overall more DPS than it does before this patch. So 6.1 is going to be huge for Ninja, I'm telling you right now. And let's dive right in with the changes. First, we'll talk about the most important ones, Mug and Trick. Right, Mug, the additional effect, increases target's damage taken by 5%, has been added with a duration of 20 seconds. So now you have it's 1 20-second cooldown, and it's been made so that it increases the target's damage taken by 5%, which is like old Trick, and making it 20 seconds. Which, by the way, is solid. If you really think about it, to have something that's a 120, and then to have one where you have Trick Attack and it's for yourself, is overall a pretty good design, in my opinion. The thing about Trick, and let's talk about Trick right now, might as well, the additional effect increases target's damage taken by 5% has been changed to increase damage deal target by 10%. Now think about this, right? If you put Mug and Trick in your even window, you're going to have a shit ton of damage. And considering the fact that Kasatsu is 60 seconds, Dream Within a Dream is 60 seconds, you have all these abilities at 60, meaning they will perfectly line up with your Trick and with your Mug both, and combine them together in the even window, along with every other raid buffs that come in, like Brotherhood, Embolden, Battle of Litany, etc., etc. All these are going to fit in. You're going to do a lot of damage. So honestly, Ninja's looking to be a very, very strong top DPS coming into 6.1. Now, of course, I don't want to be like higher than Samurai, right? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be higher than Black Mage. It shouldn't be higher than Samurai. But you have to admit that Monk has a lot more damage than Ninja. And I checked FF logs, so I'm not pulling this out of my ass or anything. It's in FF logs. Monk generally does more damage. The reason I'm bringing up Monk is because they have Brotherhood and they have Riddle of Fire. And those are both damage buffs. And considering that Ninja now has basically Trick Attack, which is kind of like Riddle of Fire, you increase your own damage only, but you apply the debuff on the boss, and you have Mug. So it's like Brotherhood and Riddle of Fire, Trick and Mug. I'm okay with this, honestly, because in the end of the day, you are going to do more damage, and I can't wait to take this into Uwu. We're progging Uwu. Feel free to tag along, twitch.tv/Alninio, and link is down in the description. We're going to be playing the shit out of this, guys, in 6.1. So we're going all in. There's so many things to experiment with. Rotation-wise, we'll have to see, because so far it's looking like these two raid buffs, well, one of them being the raid buff and one being personal, combining these two is going to be crazy. Now, Trick Attack timer hasn't changed. It still applies Trick for 15 seconds and Mug's 20. So you could do something with that and line it up so that they both match 15 seconds after you wait 5 seconds, or just double weave them. We'll have to experiment. So I'm going to go in training dummy and just see what I think feels best, and I'll let you guys know what I think once I've done experimenting, because right now it's maintenance and the patch isn't out yet as to the recording of this video. Let's talk about the other changes. Another main one is Hide. Now dispels the effect of Duton upon execution, and that basically means you can no longer pre-pull Duton, which I'm okay with, honestly. Sometimes the tank doesn't even pull the boss in Duton in the first place, so it's like, hey, I made all this effort, and then the tank doesn't pull it in Duton anyway. Especially in P3S. You go in P3S, you put a Duton, no one's gonna pull that there, man. They always pull it north, so Duton there is ineffective. So I like this. This is fine by me. It's not something I despise with this change. I don't hate it. But that just means I'm basically just gonna pop Huton and hide immediately at like 10 seconds of the countdown, and then prep Suton at like 6 seconds of the countdown to 5, and then just boom, just instantly start. Don't have to do ton, nothing like that. Fine by me. But that also means Kamaitachi wouldn't be used on Duton, obviously because there is no Duton, so Kamaitachi wouldn't proc the Nozuchi in the opener. So something to keep in mind with your rotation as you go forward. Right, Alien Edge, the next one. Potency has been increased by 360 to 380. Rear combo potency has been increased to 420, 440. Overall, decent buffs. I'll take it. Nothing too crazy. But just keep in mind that there's a lot of damage buffs going on right now. So I'm really, really excited with the fact that Trick increases your damage by 10%, adding a little bit more extra damage on other sources. It's going to be crazy. And here's one of my favorite changes. I'm a Shikuchi fan. I really am. And so Shikuchi action animation has been shortened. Whew. This is something that I'm really excited about because I'm the Shikuchi man. All right, look, I love Shikuchi. I think it's one of the best gap closing abilities in the entire game. The fact that you can even Rayton when you're inside Trick and get a Shikuchi charge back makes this job the most mobile job in the game. No shot. I mean, not only are you going all over the place, you can avoid mechanics this way. You can pre-prep yourself to go somewhere faster. This animation shortening is going to make Ninja a lot more mobile and a lot more fluid, a lot faster, and I'm all for this change. I really am. And the reason I like Shikuchi so much is because you can ground target it. You can go exactly where you want, and the fact that it's going to be faster now is huge. This isn't something about damage, but I'm a big Shikuchi fan, so I use it all the time. It's one of my key abilities. I'm so happy they didn't like mess with it or anything because it's perfect the way it is. Now that they made it the animation shorter, it's even better. So I'm very happy about this change. Duton. Potency has been increased from 7 to 80. Effect duration has been reduced from 24 to 18 seconds. So, I mean, it has more damage, less duration overall when it lasts on the ground. This also means that in dungeons, you're not going to be popping Duton and then hiding immediately. Basically, the way you did it before was you would prep Huton, let the tank pull the mobs, and do not attack a single mob, right? You don't attack mobs because then you can't hide. You have to be out of combat to use hide. And what you do is when the tank finishes pulling all the mobs, you would walk on top of the mobs, put Duton down, and then hide. And that would reset your Mudra charges, and then you would get like 3 Katans in there. So you do Katan, Kasatsu, Goka, and then another Katan, and then Death Blossom, Bunshin, Kamaitachi inside the Duton, the proc Nozuchi, and it goes crazy. The AoE is crazy. So you can no longer do that anymore. You can just put Duton down and just throw Duton and do AoEs. So that's the one thing, I guess, like with dungeons, Duton's going to be affected the most. Remember, Duton is not a single target ninjutsu. You never use this on single target. For some reason, I'm just telling you guys right now, like, this is not a single target ninjutsus, and I see people all over the place when I'm doing roulettes, when I'm doing raids, when I'm doing alliance raids. These guys really kill me. They putting these Dutons on single target bosses. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, what the fuck are you doing? And they do it all the time. So I'm letting you guys know this is not a single target ninjutsu. It never is. It never will be. Use this in dungeons. Use this for AoE. That's the only time you use it, when there's multiple mobs all at once. Okay. So Duton, it got a bit of nerf. I never really use this in raids. I use it in dungeons, so it got nerfed. It is what it is. So now you just put Duton and do normally Katan. You'll get 2 Katans instead of 3 with the Kasatsu, of course. So you're not gonna have as many Katans. Hake Mujin Satsu, combo potency has been increased from 120 to 130, a little bit of damage increase, I'll take it. Also, when you pop this with inside Duton, you have the Holo Nozuchi proc, which is nice as well, which will do a lot more damage as well. So very, very nice. Armor Crush combo potency has been increased from 340 to 360, and the flank combo has been increased from 400 to 420. More damage buffs, look at that, it's just getting crazy, man. Next up, Baba Kakra, potency reduced from 400 to 350. I wasn't really sure about this change, but I guess because they're buffing other sources, they put Baba Kakra a little bit lower, because you're going to be weaving Baba Kakras quite a lot, especially like during your trick, and the fact that trick now increases damage dealt to target by 10%, Baba Kakra is probably going to like shit on the boss. So they dropped it by 50 potency, so it's like whatever. I mean, sure, I guess. Meisui, you can still pop Meisui and increase your Baba Kakra damage anyway in your 120-second burst windows. So overall, it's like meh. Phantom Kamaitachi, potency has been increased from 550 to 600. Now this one's actually interesting, because if you make Kamaitachi 600 potency, Raiju, right now, Raiju is below 600 potency. So you would prioritize Kamaitachi over Raiju, because your Kamaitachi is going to do more damage inside Trick than your Raiju. Raiju's damage is 560. Kamaitachi is 600. So you are going to prioritize Kamaitachi over Raiju when you're in Trick window, but you're going to prioritize Reitan over Kamaitachi because Reitan is above 600 damage. So keep this in mind. You have to, whenever you're in Bunshin and you're inside Trick window, you would use Raiju over Kamaitachi. So it gets a little different here because Bunshin would hit twice on Raiju, whereas Kamaitachi wouldn't hit twice, right? It would hit only once at 600. So the fact Raiju would hit twice would mean more DPS increase in that Trick window. So you're gonna have to play around this, depending on whether you have Bunshin or not at the time. That's going to matter. So keep this in mind, which ability you prioritize. But Kamaitachi being a 600 damage is really, really good. So I'm really happy with this because with TCJ windows and the fact Kamaitachi does 600 as well, and it just lines up quite nicely with everything. And now that Mug's 20 seconds as well, you can fit a lot more abilities inside Mug as well. So you get 3 Raijus maybe, double Reitan inside Trick, and Kamaitachi and Bavas and TCJ and Meisui, that will all fit inside Mug. Since it's 20 seconds, you have plenty of time. But obviously Trick attack is 15 seconds, so you have to pick and choose which to prioritize based on what you have. Whether your Bunshin's up or whatever. So there's a lot to it. When patch 6.1 releases and I experiment, I will let you guys know all about it. I'll upload the rotation, I'll upload the guide, so tag along and you'll get to know all the details. And finally, the last one is Melee Mastery, now acquired at level 74, previously level 84. So you get a bit more damage earlier in the levels. So pretty nice on Melee Mastery. So really, guys, that is pretty much it. Overall, I'm very happy with the ninja changes. I swear to God, when I read this yesterday, I was already brain-gasming over the fact that I'm going to play ninja like this in Ultimates. I'm going to do them in the Savage Raids. I'm going to game hard, dude. We're gaming hard. And not to mention, PvP is coming in as well. And ninja PvP is looking insane. I mean, holy shit. I'm so excited. I really am, and I'm looking forward to it. Catch you guys on twitch.tv/Alninio9. We're live always at evening times if you want to tag along, so feel free. European time, that would be like 7 p.m. server time. That's for, the Spriggan Chaos DC, 7 p.m. server time. That's usually when I hop on, so for America time, that's afternoon. For EU, that's at night. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's for the ninja changes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and tag along on the ninja ride because it is one hell of a ride, guys. I'm looking forward to it. We're progging Uwu, so it's gonna be fun experimenting with this with Uwu because I'm literally progging it right now with my static every Wednesday and Sunday. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to kind of explore this a little bit because there's Mug and everything, so it's gonna be really, really exciting. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.